In part 2, we are supposed to evaluate this summation by making use of what we have shown in part 1 of the question. So now we have cosine r theta, and in part 1 of the question there is indeed a cosine r theta. Let's make cosine r theta the subject. Cosine r theta is equal to sine of r plus half theta minus sine of r minus half theta divided by 2 sine half theta, which means that this can also be re-expressed as summation from 1 to n of sine r plus half theta minus sine r minus half theta divided by 2 sine half theta. It looks like a pretty complicated expression to evaluate, but if you were to look at what we have here, just a word of caution, if you want to proceed from here, you must make sure that you see theta as a term that is independent of r. Because if it were to be independent of r, this in the denominator can actually be factorized out of the summation notation. So it is just simply 1 over 2 sine of half theta of summation of r is equal to 1 to n of this expression here, sine r plus 1 over 2 theta minus sine of r minus 1 over 2 theta. And now what are the methods that we have discussed before in our topic outline to evaluate all summation question? Number 1, can I press my calculator to evaluate this summation? I cannot because of 2 reasons. I do not know what is theta, I do not know what is n, so calculator is out. Second, standard form. This that I have here follows nothing like any of the standard form that we've discussed before, so I'm left with just one other method, which is to do a method of difference. And it looks pretty potential that method of difference is the correct strategy because we happen to have one expression minus another expression, so we should try the method of difference. This is equal to 1 over 2 sine 1 over 2 theta. Applying the method of difference, substituting r as 1, this is going to be sine of 3 over 2 theta minus r is equal to 1, so this is sine of half theta. Then plus r is equal to 2, this is sine of 5 over 2 theta minus sine of 3 over 2 theta. And I can really see an actual cancellation here. Let's proceed to one more term. When r is equal to 3, this is going to be sine of 7 over 2 theta minus away sine of 5 over 2 theta. That means I can see now 2 actual cancellation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write down 2 more rows all the way at the end to see whether this pattern of cancellation propagate all the way. So I'm going to let r be equal to the second last term, which is when r is equal to n minus 1. This is plus sine of, if r is equal to n minus 1, it is going to be n minus half theta minus sine of n minus 3 over 2 theta plus when r is equal to n, this is sine of n plus half theta and sine of n minus half theta. And I can see the cancellation one more time, which means that all this in the middle, they will be cancelled. So my final answer for this is going to be 1 over 2 sine of half theta multiplied by this minus this. So this is sine of n plus half theta minus away sine of half theta.